Hello. I hope you're doing well. It's Friday. Want to get some good news? Let's do some first news. Some good news, some first news. Here we go. Hey, Ukraine war. U.S. fully backs Sweden and Finland NATO bids, Biden says. But everyone, even though it's relatively good news, it's good news that Finland and Sweden want to join NATO. It does seem like there is a Joe Manchin and we're going to be talking about Russia and Ukraine calling Russia. Just give me a second here, right? This is the pre-story to the story. But there is a Joe Manchin in NATO. Did you know that? There is a Joe Manchin. And as many of you know, to get new members into NATO, you need everyone in NATO to vote in favor of the applicants. So that means one person, one country can veto Finland and Sweden entering NATO. And who would that be? Who is the Joe Manchin? Oh, it's President Erdogan from Turkey. He's got beef. He's got beef with Finland and Sweden, but hopefully he's going to be able to be paid off. Hopefully NATO will be able to deal with President Erdogan of Turkey better than the Democrats have been able to deal with Joe Manchin. Let's hope so. It looks like it. And just give President Erdogan a couple of jets. Have Finland and Sweden do something about their support for the Kurdish rebels, maybe, perhaps, and then Erdogan will sign on. I don't know. But let's talk about some good news, everyone. Oh, did you notice the new banner down there? I'm thanking all my YouTube members and all my patrons too. And do I have a $20 a month patron right now? Yes, I do. That person, once the first $20 cleared, gets to talk with me one-on-one on video chat, just like this, except it won't be recorded, of course. And so it's going to be a lot of fun. I think this person could be a hater. He could be a fan. We're going to find out. Oh, I'm going to find out at least. All right. Let's talk about the site. Links to the stories are in the description below. News site allowed users to crank call Russian bureaucrats to protest war in the Ukraine. A site called Waste Russian Time uses a leaked database of Russian officials connecting two random individuals in the Russian state services and media. And if you want, I'm going to jump down to this panel right here. This is from the Twitter account. The name of the Twitter account, I love the @ring_Russia. I think that's spot on. And the name of the site is Waste Russian Time Today. Well, wasterussiantime.today. And here's an example of a phone call. So this is, just to give you some backstory once again, this service will connect prank call two random bureaucrats, and then they talk to each other, both of them thinking that they're not aware that a third party has connected them. And so they're like, what do you mean? I'm not calling you, you're calling me. It's a bit infantile humor, but it is humor. So the low-ranking soldier says, I didn't call you, my phone rang. And the FSB officer, and as we all know, the FSB is really just another word for the rebranded KGB. I didn't call you, my phone rang. How dare you call the government number here? The soldier, my phone rang and I just picked up. The FSB officer, no, I've been sitting here for a while now working off instructions. The soldier, dude, my phone rang. I didn't call you. The FSB officer, okay, you say I called, I say you called. What do you want to hear from me now? The soldier, I don't want to hear anything from you. I just picked up the phone. FSB soldier, the FSB officer, that's it. Call terminated. Bam. So that's the kind of deviltry that occurs when you're using this service. All right, let's get a little deeper into the story. Oh, tired of getting calls from your old spam, likely. Yeah, let me just do this. I'm going to do this. You might be able to feel the power of being on the other end of an unwanted call, all while tying up the phone lines of Russian bureaucrats, media, and military personnel. A group of hacktivists from across the world released the site wasterussiantime.today Wednesday morning. They designed the site to be as easy to use as possible, and you don't even have to come up with some quippy refrigerator running joke to supposedly spoof two Russian officials. A simple click and capture test supposedly connects two phone lines to confuse, distract, and annoy those on the line. As first reported by Weyer, the hacktivist group obfuscated dreams of Scheherazade. Oh man, that was probably a horrible pronunciation of that name. Referencing the storyteller character from the classic tale 1001 Arabian Nights, claimed they used a leaked database of Russian officials' information to connect callers with two separate people in the war and economy mid-level administrators in the Russian Federal Assembly, politicians, military, police, state media, and more. In the early morning hours, the site was already reporting over 2,000 calls made in a 45-minute time span while Gizmodo tried the system. In 6 separate attempts, the system connected phones for 2 unknown individuals from Russian state media, political bureaucrats, Secret Service, and state police. Though we were unable to hear any voices on the lines, the calls ended after a minute of static. I tried calling everyone. I spent some time, and I was not able to get through. I did not hear anything. I didn't even hear any static. I believe that the service may be overwhelmed. I checked on their Twitter site, and they said that their lines were hot, overwhelmed. But if you got a couple of minutes, and if you want to try it yourself, the link to the site is right down there below. Let's see, what else can we say about it? The hacktivists claim they have used publicly leaked data as well as web scraping and come up with over 5,000 government phone numbers during morning traffic. The site claimed over 3,000 known phone numbers were being called in the moment. The system doesn't wholly depend on users calling, as the human-initiated calls are also supplemented with the help of bots, according to the website. Let's make sure we sabotage the war whenever we can, okay? No matter whose war it is, a message on the site reads. Though Russian-tied hacks from groups like Lapsus have made havoc on multiple systems in the past few months, the Washington Post reported earlier this month that Russia itself has endured an incredible number of hacks to its financial and government systems. More Russian account information was dumped onto the web this past March compared to any other nation. Hey, like I said, if you got a couple of minutes, try it out. Maybe you'll get through. And if you do, give me a message. I'm curious about what your experiences are. I'm going to have to go to work after this, but I do want to see if anyone gets through. I'm going to check out the chat and say, good morning, Inquisitor Bacon. How are you this morning? I'm doing pretty well. Good morning, Cindy Plaza. So that's it. This was a short show today, right? Thank you for watching. As you'll notice, there's no ads on this channel. Well, no ads on this show at the very least, right? And so supported by YouTube members and patrons and by people throwing me a couple of shekels into the Venmo and PayPal account. Links in the description below. I'm going to see you all, hopefully, at 8:15. We're going to do the open room. We can talk about anything you want to talk about. You need to talk to Vlad, John Hudson. I'm sure you do have to talk to Vlad. You know what would be a great way to raise money for Ukraine is if Zelensky, if you could give the Ukrainian government money just to talk to Zelensky for 5 minutes. I'm sure he has other things to do with his time, like fighting a war, but that would be a way of raising money, right? That's a joke. Maybe, perhaps. It's a joke only if it doesn't work. Okay. Hopefully I'm going to see you at 8:15 in 5 minutes, a little bit over 5 minutes. If not, I might drop a couple of videos over the weekend, maybe some fast, funny little videos. Otherwise, I'll see you on the Naked Dine podcast, our sister channel. The link to be on the panel is in the description below. So if you want to be on the panel and talk with us, then it's down there. Click it. All right, take care, everyone. I'm going to drop a cat video. And I'll see you in a bit.